आज ऑमलेट नहीं बनाऊंगा, आज तेल का ऑमलेट बनाऊंगा। Oh no!
Lunch is one of the most important meals of the day. This is the time when the sun is at its peak and our body's digestive fire is working at its strongest. That's why we tend to feel the hungriest around this time. So it makes a lot of sense to eat something for lunch that is not just nutritious but also filling. That way we don't end up munching again and again and we can focus better on our work. But what usually happens is that most people are in a rush in the morning. Because of this, they often skip carrying lunch from home and are left with no choice but to eat outside. That's not even economical, but more importantly, outside food lacks the nourishment our body needs. Plus, eating the same boring thali from the same place every day can really get repetitive and dull. That's exactly why today I want to share with you 7 healthy and tasty lunchbox ideas. While deciding the lunch options, my focus has been on 3 things. First, they are so easy to make that even someone with no major cooking experience, someone lazy even, can make them without any hassle. Second, all 7 recipes are interesting. See, we eat the usual roti, dal, rice and sabzi every day. These recipes are slightly different. On top of that, making dal, chawal and sabzi separately in the morning takes a lot of time. Third and most importantly, these recipes are really tasty. Because honestly, if the food doesn't taste good, we will end up ordering from Zomato even if we don't want to. So let's talk about the 7 lunchbox ideas that you would be genuinely happy to pack from home and take to your office. We'll try to keep the video practical and informative at the same time. So without any further delay, let's get started. Hello friends, welcome to FitTuber. Starting with number 7 on the list is 1 pot Rajma Chawal. Rajma Chawal is a well-balanced and filling meal that offers both complex carbs and is a rich source of protein. Taste-wise, there is no doubt that it is a favorite food for many. But today, let us give a little twist to the classic Rajma Chawal and make it 1 pot style using Rajma and red rice. First, turn on the stove and place a cooker on it. Cooker? But didn't you say that cooker should be avoided? Yes, but some foods like Rajma and chole take a long time to cook. So looking at the practicality aspect, it's okay to cook them in a cooker. Just don't use aluminium or non-stick cookers. Instead, use a stainless steel or brass cooker. Whether pressure cooking reduces nutrition is debatable, but one thing is for sure, homemade pressure cooked Rajma Chawal is far healthier than eating outside. Now add mustard oil to the cooker. As soon as it heats up a bit, add cumin seeds, bay leaf, black cardamom and cinnamon stick. Then make a paste in a mixie using onion, tomato, green chili and ginger and add that in. Keep the flame low, stir it a bit. Now add rock salt, turmeric, black pepper and coriander powder and mix well. Next we will add Rajma and red rice which I had soaked together overnight. In one bowl, take half cup of red rice and half cup of Rajma. Wash well and soak it in water. Soaking is important. Not only does it help them cook faster, but it also makes the nutrients in the grains and legumes easier to absorb. After mixing everything well, cover the cooker lightly like this for 2 minutes. This helps the Rajma and rice cook evenly and lets all the flavors blend well. Now use the same water in which you had soaked the Rajma and rice. Add that in, then close the cooker and let it cook for around 30 minutes. In the meantime, get ready for your office and your lunch will cook on its own. After half an hour, turn off the gas, let the steam release, then open the cooker. Smells amazing. Check the Rajma, they should be soft. Serve it on a plate or directly pack it into your lunchbox. You can eat this with curd or simply top it up with a spoonful of ghee and enjoy. Garnish it with fresh coriander leaves if you like. Everything else is fine, but why have you used red rice? Well, you can even use brown rice. However, there are 2 main reasons of using red rice. First, red rice is the healthiest variety of rice. Did you know that the same antioxidants found in blueberries are also found in the red rice? Second and more importantly, white rice cooks very quickly, while Rajma takes time. Red rice and Rajma cook at almost the same time, so they are a perfect match. And since red rice has a reddish color, the dish looks slightly different, but taste-wise, it's really good. Red rice have a slight nutty flavor that goes very well with Rajma. Give it a try. You can also make the same recipe by replacing Rajma with chole or even lobia. 1 pot Rajma rice, healthy, filling and super tasty. At number 6 is Kala Chana salad. If you want the strength of a horse, eat black chana. And one of the simplest and tastiest ways ways to do that is with this Kala Chana chaat. First, take 3/4 cups of soaked black chana and add them to a cooker with water. Add extra water because we will use the leftover chana water later as a side drink. It's not only healthy but complements this chaat beautifully. While boiling the chana, don't forget to add rock salt, turmeric, bay leaf and black cardamom. Close the lid and let it cook on medium flame for about 30 minutes. While it's cooking, you can start chopping the vegetables for the chaat. Once cooked, turn off the flame and let the steam release. Now open the cooker and separate the chana water and place the boiled chana in a bowl. To this, add finely chopped onion, tomato, cucumber and boiled potato. Potato is optional but it pairs really well with black chana. You don't need to boil it separately, you can put it along with chana in the same cooker. Actually, I forgot to do that today. Now add chopped green chilies, fresh coriander, rock salt, black salt, chaat masala, roasted cumin powder and loads of lemon juice. Mix everything well and your high protein Kala Chana salad is ready. And don't forget that glass of Kala Chana water. It helps balance the drying effect of the chaat and makes a perfect combo with it. Try once and you will find yourself making it again and again. Yeah, won't chopping onion, tomato, cucumber itself take 30 minutes? Not really if you use a compact chopper. It's a simple ₹200 tool but is incredibly handy. Just cut onion, tomato into large pieces, put them in and pull the string or press the handle depending on the type. In 10 seconds your veggies will be finely chopped. This isn't a sponsored product, just an honest recommendation. I've given the unsponsored links in the description box, you can check them out. Next on the list is curd rice with a twist. Tadka style curd rice is already a big hit in South India, but it is so tasty that I feel it deserves to be popular all across India. If you want to strengthen your gut or you are calcium deficient, suffering from hair fall or just want a comforting lunch during the summer, do give this lunch option a try. It's one of the easiest to make as well. Today we'll be adding a small twist to the traditional curd rice that doesn't change the taste much but takes the health benefits up a notch. Instead of regular white rice, we will use barnyard millet. Don't worry, it's nothing new. Barnyard millet is the same vrat ke chawal or sama rice. You have probably eaten them before. They taste almost the same as rice but their nutritional profile is impressive. Excellent for heart and kidney health. Also, traditionally short grain rice, not basmati, is used to make curd rice. So using millet doesn't affect the texture of the dish. To make millet curd rice, start by boiling half cup of soaked barnyard millet in a pan. Soaking helps them cook quickly. Once boiled, turn off the flame and let it cool a bit. Then add fresh homemade curd to it and mix well. Now we will prepare the tadka. Heat mustard oil in a pan. Add chana dal and urad dal and saute slightly. These dals bring a nice crunch to the curd rice. Once they turn golden, add mustard seeds, cumin seeds, curry leaves, dried red chili and a pinch of hing. Mix and turn off the gas. The tempering should not be added piping hot. This is not just an Ayurvedic recommendation but top chefs say the same. While the tempering cools a bit, we will mix rock salt, black pepper, chopped green chili, grated ginger and fresh coriander leaves into the mixed curd rice. Now add the tadka and mix everything well. And that's it, your curd rice with a twist are ready. Taste wise, this is just as delicious as regular curd rice. But since we have used barnyard millet instead of white rice, it's great for those on a fat loss journey or those with diabetes. You can also make the same recipe with other types of millets. And if you have almost zero time in the morning to cook lunch, you can boil the millet the night before and set curd directly in your lunchbox. Just add milk and a little bit of sour curd to the cooked millet and keep it overnight. By morning, your curd will be set. Add the tadka and your lunch is ready. Curd rice is a super food for your digestive system. But usually there are two common mistakes people make while preparing it. First, to make it creamier, some people mix milk with curd. But this combination becomes very heavy to digest. In fact, there is a saying in Indian villages that if your body can digest a combo of milk and curd, your digestion is really strong. Second, avoid adding ghee tempering. The combination of ghee and curd is not ideal. See, if you are eating a chapati which has little ghee with sabzi and dahi, it won't bother you much. But adding ghee tadka directly to curd is better avoided. You can use mustard oil or any other cold pressed oil as well. Do try this millet curd rice and leave a review you in the comments. More than me, others will be inspired by your feedback. At number 4 is paneer stuffed besan chila. Paneer stuffed besan chila is not only a protein powerhouse, but it's so delicious that you better eat it alone or else your colleagues will snatch your lunch. And the best part, it takes only 10 to 15 minutes to make it. Start by taking a bowl of besan. Add finely chopped onion, tomato, capsicum and green chili. You can change the vegetables as per your liking. Like you can add grated carrot, beetroot or even some green beans. Now add rock salt, black pepper and ajwain. Ajwain is an important ingredient as it makes besan easier to digest. Now add a little water and mix it well to make a smooth batter. Keep the consistency neither too thick nor too runny, something like this. Cover it and let it rest for some time. Meanwhile, let's prepare the stuffing. It's very easy, no cooking needed. Just take fresh paneer. This one is homemade paneer. Simply crumble it with clean hands, just how I am doing now. Now add rock salt, black pepper, roasted cumin powder, chopped green chili and coriander leaves. Mix it well, just like this, and your stuffing for this high protein chila is ready. To make the chila, heat a pan. Add a little cold pressed mustard oil and spread it across the surface like this. Pour some batter, spread it and let it cook on a low flame for a minute. Then flip it gently and cook the other side for about 30 seconds. Now flip it back and place the stuffing on one side. Fold the chila and it's done. In the same way, you can make other chilas. Serve it with some fresh coriander and mint chutney. If you're aiming for healthy weight gain, eat 3 chilas. If your goal is fat loss, 2 chilas are enough. Although they are so tasty that stopping at 2 might be tough. But don't worry, since they have paneer stuffing, they are quite filling, making them a well-rounded lunch option. Brother, there is a lot of fake paneer in the market. What about that? Chances of fake paneer are more with street vendors, dhabas and restaurants who buy paneer in bulk. But the paneer of prominent brands like Amul, Mother Dairy and other local dairies is not fake. Of course, it is from A1 milk, but not fake. Best is to get desi cow milk or even buffalo milk and make fresh paneer at home. It's cost-friendly and real. At number 3 is instant hung curd roll. These vegetable curd rolls are an excellent replacement for those unhealthy but tempting rolls we often find in the market. Firstly, because to make these rolls we are not using maida, not even wheat, we will be using jowar. And second, the stuffing doesn't need any cooking. It gets done in just 2 minutes. Taste wise, it's so satisfying that you won't feel tempted by those store-bought rolls anymore. Start by preparing the jowar rotis. To make them soft, we will knead the flour with boiling water. It's simple. Put a pan on the stove, add water equal to the amount of flour you plan to use. Once the water starts boiling, add in the jowar flour and immediately switch off the gas. Cover it for a while and let it cool down a bit. While that cools, let's prepare the stuffing. In a bowl, add finely chopped cabbage, carrots, capsicum, rock salt, black pepper and roasted cumin powder. Now we will add curd. But to avoid making the roll soggy, use instant hung curd. Simply strain the regular curd using a muslin cloth, just like this. These days, adding mayonnaise in rolls has become a trend. But trust me, this hung curd with veggies is a way healthier and tastier alternative. Mix all of it together, your stuffing is ready. Now knead the warm atta like you would knead regular dough and roll out thin, big rotis. Boiling water makes it very easy to roll jowar, barley or ragi rotis. Just take a roti, add a generous amount of stuffing, roll it up and that's it, your lunch is ready. 2-3 rolls are good enough to fill you up. Taste wise, it's almost perfect. Jowar rotis are naturally a little whitish in color, making them ideal for rolls. After trying this, you will realize that we don't need restaurant food to make lunch exciting. A little twist to home food can do the trick. At number 2 is Lauki rice. Even though we all know that Lauki helps with fat loss, is diabetic friendly, heart healthy, gives your skin a natural glow and keeps the body cool during summers, still most people don't eat it. Especially kids, just the name of Lauki makes them run away. Why? Because when big chunks of Lauki land in your mouth and don't offer any taste, it becomes a boring sabzi. Kofta is one way to make it tasty, but since it is deep fried, it loses the health quotient. So here is a recipe that balances taste and texture perfectly. It's called Lauki rice. The trick is to grate the Lauki. This way, when we cook it with rice, it won't turn watery and the spices will coat it evenly. Start by placing a kadhai on the gas. Add mustard oil. Once the oil is hot, add cumin seeds, grated ginger, green chilies, bay leaf and chopped onions. Saute them a bit. No need to brown the onions too much. Now add chopped tomatoes. Tomato beautifully masks Loki's bland taste. Next, add rock salt, turmeric and black pepper. Stir it a bit. Now is the time to add grated Loki. Saute it for a minute so that the spices coat it well. Now cover and let it cook for 2 to 3 minutes on low flame. Open the lid and add coriander powder and a bit of garam masala. Mix well. Now it's time to add soaked rice along with the water they were soaked in. For this recipe, I have used semi-brown or single polished rice because Loki cooks fast and these rice don't take much time either. Adjust the water accordingly as Loki will release its own water too. Mix well and cover the pot. Cook it on a low flame for about 10 to 15 minutes. After that, check. Water should be mostly absorbed and both rice and Loki should be perfectly cooked. For the first time ever feeling excited about a Loki recipe. Plate it up, garnish it with fresh coriander, and there you go. It even looks good. You can serve it with another Loki dish that people usually don't dislike, Loki raita. That makes it a full Loki lunch. When I had others taste this at home, the response was a big thumbs up. I'm hopeful that even your kids won't say no to this. Try this and do share your feedback in the comments. Now before we move to the final lunchbox idea, which is quite hatke, let me quickly share something that can take your lunch to the next level. Real desi ghee. Try Oryx A2 desi cow ghee. It's made using curd from A2 milk through the traditional Bologna process and it's one of the best available in the market. This is the ghee that when added on top of meals lowers the glycemic index of the overall meal. It is this ghee which is rich in CLA, a natural fat burner. This ghee will help reduce bad cholesterol and increases good cholesterol in the body. Ghee is super beneficial, but only if it's real desi ghee, not the one selling in plastic packages for 500 rupees per kg. Just take 1 to 2 teaspoons a day, but make sure it's the real desi A2 ghee. To buy Oryx A2 desi cow ghee, click on the link in the description box. And don't forget to use the discount coupon FT30 for 30% off. Now coming to the number one option, that is dry fruit pulao. You can also call it multivitamin pulao or super 6 pulao because this dish includes 6 amazing superfoods: cashews, walnuts, peanuts, makhana, raisins and dry figs. I recently tried this recipe and it turned out really well. Now we all know that all these 6 superfoods have numerous health benefits. Makhana is loaded with calcium, walnuts have omega-3s, figs are great for digestion, raisins increase hemoglobin and cashews are heart friendly. But still, how often we eat them? That's what makes this pulao special, where we get the benefits of all 6 at once. Wait a second, aren't almonds also healthy? Why haven't you included them? No doubt almonds are great, but they need to be soaked and peeled. But this is an instant recipe, no prep needed. To make it, place a kadhai on the gas and add ghee. You can use oil too, but ghee gives a bitter flavor. Keep the flame low. Now add in star anise, black cardamom, green cardamom and a cinnamon stick. Then add 8 to 10 cashews, 1 to 2 walnuts, 8 to 10 peanuts, half a handful of raisins, 4 chopped dry figs and some makhana. Mix everything well. Now add soaked rice. I'm using parboiled brown rice here. They are easy to find, both India Gate and Dawat brands sell them. Since they are parboiled, they cook in just 10 to 12 minutes after soaking. Mix everything well. Add the water in which the rice were soaked. Now add rock salt, black pepper and some fennel seeds. Cover and cook it on low flame for 10 to 15 minutes. Open the lid. Look how perfectly it's done. It smells divine, almost the prasad from a temple. The nuts give a lovely crunch and raisins and figs bring a slight sweet tangy note. It's very flavorful. The health benefits are already clear from the ingredient list. Definitely worth a try. So friends, these were the 7 lunchbox ideas that are healthy, tasty and easy to make. If you observe, we have used a variety of grains in these recipes. Different kinds of rice, besan, jowar and even millets. Try to add similar variety to your own home cooked food so that you never have to control eating outside, so that you start liking home cooked food. So which of these recipes did you like the most? Let me know in the comments. To watch 7 healthy breakfast options for morning, click the video here. My name is Vivek. I thank you so much for watching.